Look at your phone right now. Scroll through your contacts. If your entire life collapsed today, how many of those people would actually sacrifice their own comfort to save you? The brutal truth is zero, and that is the greatest advantage you will ever have. There is a terrifying moment in your life, if you are lucky, where you look around the room and realize no one is coming. No one is going to invest in your vision. No one is going to wake you up when you are exhausted. And if you fall, no one is going to catch you. For 99% of society, this realization shatters them. It is the moment they break. They feel abandoned. They become victims. They cry out to the universe asking, "Why me? Why do I have to do this alone?" But for the 1%, the outliers, the architects, this moment is not a tragedy. It is an awakening. You are watching this because you feel it. You feel the crushing weight of an ambition that no one around you understands. You are exhausted from explaining your vision to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You are tired of waiting for permission, waiting for support, waiting for the right team. Stop waiting. The idea that you need a support system to succeed is the single greatest lie sold to you by a weak society. From the moment you were born, you were conditioned to be dependent. School taught you group projects. Society taught you networking. You have been brainwashed to believe that the only way to move up is to be lifted up by others. You have heard the phrase, "It is not what you know, it is who you know." We all nod. We all agree. And it is pure poison. When you rely on who you know, you are admitting that you are powerless without them. You are handing the keys of your destiny to people who operate entirely on their own self-interest. When you seek support, you are seeking debt. When someone helps you, you owe them. When someone invests in you, they own a piece of you. You are looking for a safety net. But a safety net is also a spider web. It catches you, yes, but it also traps you. The reason you have not succeeded yet is not because you lack support. It is because you are still waiting for it. You are burning massive amounts of mental energy scanning the horizon for a savior. You are diluting your ideas to make them comfortable for your friends. You want applause before you have even built the stage. You must accept what we call the 0 point. The 0 point is the state of absolute isolation. It is when you look at your bank account, your contacts, and your resources and see nothing but your own reflection. Panic is the normal response here. But you will not panic. You will see this as ultimate freedom. If you have zero support, you have zero masters. If no one helped you build it, no one can demand a piece of the throne. Let us look at a real-life example. Two friends agree to start a business together. One is ready to go, but he waits for his partner to get his finances right. 6 months pass. The partner loses motivation and backs out. The first man wasted half a year of his life waiting for permission to move. Now, look at the solo builder. He decides to launch on a Tuesday. By Wednesday, he realizes the product is wrong. He pivots on Thursday. He doesn't need to consult a board of directors. He doesn't need to worry about hurting a partner's feelings. A large corporation takes 3 weeks and 14 meetings to change a logo. You, operating alone, can change your entire life's trajectory in 1 hour. Your lack of support forces you to be asymmetrical. You become faster, sharper, and lethal. To execute this, you must enter the ghost phase. This is a concept derived from strategic warfare and dark psychology. If you have no support, you have no audience. If you have no audience, you have no need to perform. Become a ghost. Most people fail because they talk away their energy. Think about the person who decides they want to lose 50 pounds. What is the very first thing they do? They post about it on social media. They tell their coworkers. People reply saying, "You got this, and I am so proud of you." The brain releases a massive hit of dopamine. You get the emotional reward of achieving the goal without taking a single step on the treadmill. And so, 2 weeks later, you quit. The energy leaked out through your mouth. The ghost does not speak. You must take a vow of silence regarding your ambitions. Do not tell your parents. Do not tell your partner. Do not post cryptic quotes about big things coming. Silence creates immense internal pressure. When you have a massive goal inside you and you refuse to let it out, it builds up in your system like steam in a sealed boiler. It turns into physical restless energy. You need that pressure. That is the pressure that forces you out of bed at 4 in the morning when the supported people are comfortably sleeping. To survive this path, you have to grieve. Motivational speakers skip this part. They tell you to just grind. They don't tell you that grinding alone physically aches. You have to hold a funeral for the version of you that needed a cheering section. It feels like betrayal when you realize your friends aren't growing with you. You will stare at the ceiling at night, wondering if you are crazy. You are in the wilderness, and in the wilderness, you must become your own parent. You must look in the mirror and be the father you never had. You must look at your bank account and be the provider you never had. You must look at your panic and be the therapist you never had. You must literally say to yourself out loud, "Get up, stop crying, no one cares, we have work to do." There is a psychological concept called sublimation. It is the process of taking socially unacceptable impulses like rage, deep sadness, or intense fear, and transforming them into productive actions. The average person numbs their pain. When they are rejected, they drink. They scroll social media for 4 hours. They eat junk food to sedate the pain of isolation. You will do the exact opposite. You will use the pain. Pain is high-octane fuel. Think about the last time you had your heart broken or the time you were passed over for a promotion by someone less qualified. Remember that burning sensation in your chest? That is kinetic energy. Take every unread text, every smirk from a coworker, every time you were excluded, and throw it into a mental furnace. Sadness makes you heavy. It makes you want to lie in bed and hide. Anger makes you light. It makes you want to move. They didn't believe in your idea? Perfect. That means the market is wide open. They didn't invite you? Excellent. That means you don't have to waste your evening making small talk. Use the heat of their rejection to power your engine. When you are supported, you run on light energy, inspiration, joy, collaboration. But inspiration is fickle. It leaves when things get hard. When you are alone, you must learn to run on dark energy, spite, defiance, and pride. Stop feeling guilty about wanting to prove everyone wrong. Spite is fiercely loyal. If you want to quit at midnight, inspiration will not save you. But the thought of your doubters laughing at your failure, that will keep you at the desk for another 3 hours. But be warned, you have no boss. You have no team to keep you accountable. Left to their own devices, most humans dissolve into laziness. To succeed with zero support, you must become a dictator to yourself. You need an iron protocol. Rule number 1 is the morning negotiation. The moment your alarm goes off, your weak mind negotiates for comfort. It begs for 10 more minutes of sleep. If you hit snooze, you have told your subconscious that you are not in charge. You must win the very first battle of the day. Feet on the floor, no debate. Rule number 2 is deep work blocks. You do not hustle all day. That is a lie people tell to look busy. You lock the door, turn off the phone, and enter a trance state for 4 uninterrupted hours. In those 4 hours of pure focus, you will produce more than an entire office department does in a week. Speed and focus are your weapons. Rule number 3 is the information diet. If you are alone, your mind is your only asset. If you consume garbage drama, reality television, and news that makes you feel powerless, you will produce garbage. Read strategy, read human psychology, study greatness to become great. Stop going to networking events. Networking when you have nothing to offer makes you a beggar. You are walking into a room of powerful people asking for their attention and favors. Powerful people smell beggars and they despise them. Stay home. Build a skill set so rare and valuable that you become a magnet. If you are undeniable at what you do, the market will hunt you down. Build the honeypot and stop chasing the bees. If you follow the path of the ghost, something very strange will happen. The numbers will go up, your bank account will swell, your posture will change, you will radiate competence, and then they will come back. The friends who were too busy to help, the family members who mocked your dreams, the partners who left for someone safer. They will return, smiling, and they will say the words that will make your stomach turn. They will say, "I always knew you would make it." I am so proud of us. They want to stand next to the trophy they didn't help lift. This is your final test. The old version of you, the one who craved validation, will want to let them back in. Do not do it. Treat them with the same polite, calm indifference they treated you with. You become a wall of glass. They can see you, but they cannot touch you. Keep your circle entirely restricted to the people who helped you carry the stones. And since you carried the stones alone, the castle belongs to you alone. This is not loneliness. This is absolute sovereignty. You will know, deep in your bones, that if you lost everything tomorrow, you could rebuild it all by yourself. Because the asset was never your network. The asset was never your luck. The asset is you. Look at the empty chair next to you. It is not a vacancy. It is a throne, waiting for you to grow big enough to fill it alone. Get to work.